I met the boxing world champion, bro.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Because I never expect that.
Tell you, I don't know what.
How you even recognize him? Like,
alright.
What, yeah. Tell me.
This is how I met.
What's his name?
Oleksandr Usyk.
Name. Again?
Oleksandr Usyk.
Okay.
If you don't watch boxing, Oleksandr Usyk is the current WBC champion for the heavyweight boxing champion of the world.
Yeah.
This man has gone up against Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and he's the #1 boxer in the world. If you don't know about, he's the new Mike Tyson, I would say, except without the behavioral problems.
Yeah.
Except without the behavioral.
Without the white tigers and the big mansions and all these.
Exactly. And I met,
things.
bro. So, I was in Valencia, right? I went to see my friend, and we were going to a brunch.
Yeah.
And she wanted to go to like this specific brunch place. So she's like, "Oh, this is a really nice place. Let's go here." And we got there. The restaurant was full.
Ooh.
They said that we'd have to wait until like 4 p.m. before we could get a table. At this time it was 2 and I was hungry. I was like, I'm not doing that. You know me. You know me. Let's find something somewhere else. Quickly, we start walking a direction and she say, all right, quick Google search. Let's check out this place. I'm going to say, all right, let's go. Start walk. We'll get there. And while we're getting there, we'll pass this Ukrainian restaurant. And she said, have you ever had Ukrainian food? I'm like, no, I've never had Ukrainian food before. But I would definitely like to try it. But she's like, should we go there? I'm like, nah, that's not the vibe. It's 2 p.m. We're going for brunch and the place is like right 100 meters from it. So let's just go where we're going.
Yeah.
Instead of trying something.
And if not, then we come back.
No. Plus, she's not the kind of person that would be 100% like, oh, let's try a new cuisine. For me, it would have been an easy 1-3 to try it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let's go for the brunch. Have the things that we know there, so boom bang. While we were sat out on the terrace, ordering the food, I see this man walking up. I'm sat out on the terrace, walking up with a little small entourage. It's a big entourage. You'd expect the world champion to be walking with.
with 20 man to protect him or
no,
something.
I think it was his kid, his wife, and a few other guys that were probably with him there. And when he was walking by, I see him coming across the street because I was on the terrace. I look at him and he's walking by. And I never normally do this, but it's like I can recognize the face. But when you see somebody in reality versus on TV and on Instagram, it's different.
Yeah,
I go like this and I look up.
You look up?
Yeah. And she say, yo, Devin, why you staring like that? I'm like, I think that's Usyk. And she's like, who? I'm like, Usyk, he's the boxing champion of the world. She's like, who? I'm like, okay, let me show you. Pull up Instagram, quick.
Yeah.
Show her. She's like, it could be him. But I'm like, nah, what is he?
What's he doing here in Spain, in Valencia?
What's he doing?
Right in front of me.
What's he doing in Valencia? And I'm like, I don't know, because he has a fight on December 21st.
Where?
In Saudi.
Okay, in Saudi.
He has a fight. He has a fight. He has a title fight against Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way, what? He wouldn't be in Spain.
He'd be training, what?
He'd be training. Yeah. But then, it just stuck with me, and while we were eating, I'm like, it must be him, man. It must have been him. So I messaged Neil, and I said, Neil, yo, I just saw Usyk. He's like, random, but cool. I'm like, am I sure it's him? Mm-hmm. And then I looked down this, and then I remember passing the Ukrainian restaurant, and I'm like, he's Ukrainian. So if he's on this street, that would be the only reason why he's on this street, to go to the Ukrainian restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where did we pass the Ukrainian restaurant? And she's like, oh, it's right there, because in my head, we walk past it along it. And I look, and I see the big sign, Ukrainian restaurant, literally 100 meters. I'm there, and we're there. And I finish eating my food, bro. The entire time, she's like, Davin, you're not here. She's like, how's the food? I'm like, yeah, all right. It's all right.
Jaja.
Because you just want, imagine, bro, you just see something.
It's like, it just don't make sense. You try to make sense of it. Like, this just don't make sense.
It's like, I'm trying to do the mental gymnastic to try and figure out if it was real him.
Yeah.
Go on his Instagram. This man doesn't speak any English at all. Well, it'd be A1, I would say. Barely.
Yeah.
He has a very quote. I very feel. I very feel. And that's his entire thing.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm very feel.
How do you feel?
I'm feel. Good. I'm very feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it must be him. So she's like, are you sure it's him? She's like, the Korean restaurant is there. You can just go check.
Yeah.
And when she said I can check, I'm like, yeah, I can go check. And I get up. She's like, I didn't mean you should just go in the restaurant and check. I was like, you know me better
Why
than that.
Why not?
You know me funny.
Yeah.
So I
You're
get up.
right there anyways.
Yeah,
So.
I get up and I go look in the restaurant. I didn't want to be
intrusive, like.
Yeah.
So
I look in the restaurant and I'm scoping and I'm like, can't see him. I couldn't see him because there was a back room. I could see there's a big group of people in like the other room in the restaurant. Yeah. I couldn't see him. I'm like, it might not be him. It might not be him. And then boom bang. Go back and I say, I don't think it's him. And then we did it. The bill almost time for the bill. Finish to eat. And then I look. I see a young youth walk out that I saw with him. Mm-hmm. I go on his Instagram. I saw the young youth is in his recent post. And I was like, it must be him. It must be him.
Yeah.
It must be him. And she's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. And then I saw another guy walk out in a purple fit with his merch, Undisputed. This is the guy that gave it away. If they have security, this guy don't walk around wearing the merch. This guy walking up and down the street on a phone call, just walking up and down.
Yeah.
And I see him with the merch. I was like, 100% must be him. I tell my friend, we're not leaving. We're not leaving until, so we just order some more food.
Why not? Order some more food. Let's wait.
Order some more food. I put my chair. He's at the restaurant. I was just there like this.
I'm not
God. Like a stalker. Only what you see, like an hour late.
Oh my God! How long get it?
Because it's a group of them. We were there like 1.5, almost 2 hours. The restaurant, because we had our food and stuff.
Yeah.
And we had the entire time talking about.
The weather was nice.
The weather was great. That's how we sat out.
Saturday?
Yeah, that's how we sat out on the terrace.
Saturday, yeah.
Sat out on the terrace.
Nice
Well, then it started getting windy. The shade come up and she's like, normally I'm the man get cold, more and go inside. I said, tough it out now.
Cool, man.
Only if you see the man walk out and then a group of people in the restaurant walk out and they start take pictures with him. I'm like, it must be fucking him. It
must be him. Like, there's no doubt. No, yeah. You see the Undisputed, you see the entourage.
Yeah.
And you see the Ukrainians going to him to take pictures. So you must know.
Must be the champ.
Now is your time.
Yeah. I'm like, tell my friend, pay the bill quick. Tell her, say, come, let's go. Guess what? She started getting nervous. She
get nervous now.
She get nervous and she doesn't even know this man.
Yeah.
She started getting well nervous. I'm like, come now. And she said, I don't know. I'm like, who is going to take the fucking picture? If you don't come.
No, that's not going to be a selfie. Yeah.
And I just walk up. There's a group and I saw the young youth. I was like, do you think he would take a picture with me? And you would pretending like he's not in the entourage. He's like, maybe. I'm like, all right, cool. Walk up. Took a picture with him. Obviously, like English. Shook his hand.
What kind of handshake? Him squeeze your hand?
Brother, it was like Thanos.
He shook your hand.
He met me, but bro, it was like freaking Thanos himself.
Oh God!
With the infinity gauntlet.
Yeah.
Grab my hand.
Oh my God! And when I saw the picture, I was like, this motherfucker must be a tall man. Because you in the picture, you look short compared to him in the picture. I was like, what?
I actually think in a fair fight, man, I could beat him.
What's your reach, David, compared to his?
Brother, the man, he's like when they shake a little kid's hand.
And your hand engulf them hand.
I felt...
You should have shook his finger, 2 of his fingers.
Bro, and the man just I never felt so small in my life.
That's why he's heavyweight champ.
The champ. And he just had like a cool demeanor as well. He's not like...
Yeah. But him never look like the picture you show me. Him never look flashy or
no.
Look like him just go get some lunch with him peoples and him going back now or whatever.
But I also think,
you know,
with stars in Europe versus American celebrities, they act a lot different. They're not as unless you're a footballer. Footballers have it rough because
everybody knows them. Everybody wants to be with them.
But like, let's say Mike Tyson was to walk down a regular street in America.
It wouldn't. That street itself wouldn't be regular anymore.
Yeah,
everybody would remember the day that Mike Tyson came here.
Yeah, and they would make a big fuss about it.
Yeah, they would make a big.
Like even when they come in Kanye, like the paparazzis and those stuff, they follow them across the world.
They do.
But this guy just there, small entourage. No, not even security. Well, I guess if you're the heavyweight champion, you have security on you all the time.
True. Yeah. No greater security than your two hands.
Yeah. It was just surreal, bro.
Yeah.
It was a surreal, rare, like, I don't even know how to... Like, I never thought
I really understand you. I understand you, yeah. And it's somebody who you look up to. Not look up to, but somebody who you see and you respect them.
Yeah. And then it's like, you see, like, I've met celebrities, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm mentally prepared to meet them before as well.
Ah, yeah.
And if I'm to put it fair, it's probably the biggest celebrity I've ever met.
Ah, yeah?
Easily. Because he's a worldwide.
He's a world champion, yeah. Heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Oleksandr Usyk. Big up yourself. And remember to subscribe.
Usyk. Yeah, subscribe.